your friendly guide to understanding the technology that's quietly running your life right now. This isn't about distant futures or Hollywood fantasies. This is about today, about the invisible algorithms deciding what you see online, what products pop up in your feed, and even who gets hired or who gets turned down for a loan. In this video, we're breaking down artificial intelligence in a way that actually makes sense. No confusing jargon, no tech degree needed. Just straightforward knowledge that'll help you understand the world we're living in. If you've ever felt lost when people talk about AI, you're in the right place. Now, let's dive in. Chapter 1. The Technology. You never noticed. Think about your morning so far. Really think about it. When your phone alarm went off, was it just an alarm? Nope. If you're using a smart alarm, I analyzed your sleep patterns and woke you up during light sleep so you'd feel less groggy. Before you even opened your eyes, I made a decision about your body. Then you picked up your phone. Your face unlocked it instantly. That's I recognizing your features. You started typing a text message and your keyboard finished your sentences. AI predicting what you wanted to say. You scrolled through your news feed and every single article you saw was chosen by AI based on what it thinks you'll click on. You asked your smart speaker about the weather while making coffee. I understood your voice, figured out you were asking about weather, not weather, and gave you an answer. Your smart thermostat had already warmed up the house at just the right time because it learned your schedule. AI everywhere, and you barely noticed. Here's the crazy part. Most of us have absolutely no idea what AI actually is. We hear about it constantly. It's in the news, in conversations, in marketing everywhere. But ask someone to explain it, and you'll usually get one of three responses. Some people are terrified. They've seen too many movies where robots take over the world. They imagine glowing red eyes and machines plotting humanity's destruction. They think AI is some kind of monster waiting to strike. Others brush it off. It's just marketing hype, they say. It's fancy programming, nothing to worry about. They think AI is overrated and won't really change anything important. But most people, they're just confused. They've heard terms like machine learning, deep learning, neural networks, algorithms, and it all sounds like a foreign language. They know it's important, but they have no idea what any of it means. And here's why that's a problem. AI isn't coming someday. It's here now. It's making decisions about your life every single day. Real decisions with real consequences. And if you don't understand it, you can't question it, challenge it, or use it effectively. Think about job applications. If you've applied for a job online recently, there's a good chance an AI screened your resume before any human ever saw it. Did it judge you fairly? Maybe. Maybe not. But you'll never know because you don't understand how it works. Or criminal justice. Some courts are using AI to help decide bail amounts and even influence sentencing. Your freedom could literally depend on an algorithm, and you might never know why it made the recommendation it did. Healthcare is another big one. AI systems are helping doctors diagnose diseases and recommend treatments. That's incredible. I might save your life someday, but shouldn't you understand, at least basically, how that diagnosis was made? And then there's your money. AI decides if you get approved for a loan. It sets your interest rate. It flags transactions as potentially fraudulent. It's literally controlling your access to financial resources. The point is this. AI is already embedded in the systems that shape your opportunities, your freedoms, and your daily experiences. And most of these systems are what experts call black boxes. Even the people who build them sometimes can't explain exactly why the AI made a specific decision. It's like having a calculator that gives you answers, but never shows its work. So when I say understanding AI is essential, I'm not exaggerating. I'm being practical. You can't opt out of AI. It's not like canceling a subscription, but you can understand it. You can learn how it works, what it can and can't do, and how to think critically about it. And that's exactly what we're going to do together, starting right now. Chapter 2. So what actually is AI? All right, Let's get to the heart of it. Strip away all the hype, all the scary movies, all the confusing jargon. Here's the simplest possible definition. Artificial intelligence is software that can learn from experience and make decisions, without needing someone to program every single rule in advance. Let me show you what that means by comparing it to regular software. Traditional software is like following a recipe to the letter. You tell the computer, if the user enters the wrong password 3 times, lock their account. The computer follows that rule exactly. No thinking, no learning, just following instructions. AI is different. It learns patterns from data. Instead of giving it specific rules, you show it tons of examples, and it figures out the patterns on its own. It's like showing someone 1,000 different meals and letting them figure out how to cook, instead of handing them one specific recipe. Here's my favorite example. Teaching a computer to recognize pictures of cats. With traditional programming, you'd have to write endless rules. A cat has pointy ears, a cat has whiskers, a cat has 4 legs and a tail. But wait, some cats don't have tails. Some cats have floppy ears. What if the photo shows the cat from behind? You'd need millions of rules, and it still wouldn't work very well. With AI, you just show the computer 100,000 photos labeled cat and 100,000 photos labeled not a cat. You don't tell it what makes something a cat. It figures that out itself by finding patterns in the images. And here's the amazing part. After training, it can recognize cats it's never seen before, even new breeds, even in weird positions. It didn't memorize. It actually learned what catness looks like. That's the fundamental difference. Programming is about rules. AI is about patterns. Now, there are different types of AI you'll hear about. Let me break down the big 3 in plain English. First, there's machine learning. This is the foundation of everything. It's AI that learns patterns from data. When Spotify suggests a song you end up loving, that's machine learning. It looked at your listening history, compared it to millions of other users, and predicted what you'd probably enjoy. It's pattern recognition at scale. Second, there's deep learning. Think of this as machine learning on steroids. It uses something called neural networks, which really are inspired by how human brains work, with layers of connections processing information. Deep learning is what powers the really impressive stuff. Translating languages in real time, recognizing faces instantly, helping self-driving cars see the road, making chatbots sound surprisingly human. Here's an analogy. Machine learning might recognize that something is a cat. Deep learning can tell you it's specifically a tabby cat, probably about 3 years old, looking curious, photographed indoors with natural lighting. It understands context and subtle details. Third, there's generative AI. This is the newest star of the show, the one making headlines. These are AI systems that create brand new things. ChatGPT writing essays, DALL-E creating images from text descriptions, AI composing original music. It's not just recognizing patterns anymore, it's using what it learned to generate entirely new content. But here's the key thing to understand about all of these. At their core, they're all doing the same basic thing. They look at massive amounts of data. They find patterns in that data. Then they use those patterns to make predictions about new data they haven't seen before. When Netflix suggests a show, it's predicting. Based on people similar to you, there's an 85% chance you'll watch at least one episode of this. When your spam filter works, it's predicting. Based on millions of emails, this message has all the characteristics of spam. When your phone recognizes your face, it's predicting. Based on hundreds of measurements, this is almost certainly the phone's owner. It's all predictions based on patterns. And that's both the incredible power of AI and its biggest limitation. AI is phenomenally good at finding patterns and making predictions, but it doesn't truly understand anything. It doesn't think like you think. It has no consciousness, no awareness, no common sense. It's just really, really good at math. Chapter 3. Your Day, powered by Let me walk you through something eye-opening. I'm going to describe a typical day, and I want you to count how many times AI touches your life. Trust me, you'll be surprised. You wake up at 6:30 a.m., but it's not just any wake-up. Your fitness tracker has been monitoring your sleep cycles all night, and your smart alarm used AI to wake you during light sleep instead of deep sleep. That's why you don't feel like you got hit by a truck. AI made that call 7 a.m. You grab your phone. Face ID unlocks it. AI recognized your face in a fraction of a second. You check your messages and see suggested replies. I predicted what you might want to say. You start typing, and your keyboard finishes your words. AI again. The news articles at the top of your feed. I ranked those based on what it thinks you'll click. 7:30 a.m. Breakfast. You ask your smart speaker for the weather forecast. I recognized your voice, understood your question, despite your morning raspy voice, and gave you the answer. Your smart fridge noticed you're running low on milk and added it to your shopping list. AI tracking your inventory. 8 a.m. Time to commute. Your GPS isn't just showing you a route, it's using AI to predict traffic patterns and route you around jams before they even happen. If you're driving a newer car, AI is helping with everything from lane assistance to automatic emergency braking. The music app creates your morning playlist based on your mood patterns. You guessed it. AI. 9 a.m. You're at work or school. Your email already sorted out spam. AI protecting you from junk. Your video call has that blurred background. AI separating you from your messy room in real time. The autocorrect that saved you from an embarrassing typo. AI. The calendar app that suggested the best meeting time for everyone. Also AI. Lunchtime rolls around at noon. You open a food delivery app, and it recommends restaurants based on your past orders, the time of day, the weather, and what similar users are ordering right now. The estimated delivery time adjusts in real time based on traffic and how busy the restaurant is. All AI. 3 p.m., quick break. Every post you see on social media was chosen by AI. Every YouTube recommendation is AI-powered. Your music playlist? AI curated. And yes, those ads that feel a little too targeted, like your phone was listening to your conversation? That's AI, combining data points to predict what you're interested in. Evening shopping at 6 p.m. Those personalized product recommendations? AI. The customer service chatbot that actually helped you? Probably AI. The customers who bought this also bought section? Yep. AI. Even the price might be dynamic, changing based on demand and what the AI thinks you're willing to pay. 9 p.m. entertainment time. Netflix's entire interface is driven by AI. The thumbnail you see for a movie is actually different from what your friend sees, because AI knows you respond to different images. The video quality adjusts to your internet speed automatically. AI behind the scenes making everything smooth. 11 p.m. You're getting ready for bed. All day long, your bank's fraud detection system has been using AI to monitor every transaction, looking for suspicious patterns. Your smart doorbell used AI to tell the difference between a person, a delivery, and a passing car. Your home security system used AI to know that was your cat jumping off the couch, not an intruder. How many AI interactions was that? More than 30. And I didn't even mention credit scores, insurance rates, job application screenings, medical diagnoses, power grid optimization, supply chains, weather forecasts, photo organization, or smart home automation. Here's the truth. AI isn't the future. AI is now. It's been quietly working in the background for years. The only question is whether you're going to understand what's happening, or just let it happen to you. Act 2. The good, the bad, and the complicated chapter. 4. When AI does something incredible. Okay, we've talked about what AI is and where it's hiding, but now I want to show you why this matters. Why, despite all the concerns and scary headlines, I'm genuinely hopeful about what AI can do. Because AI isn't just serving you ads and recommending movies, it's solving problems that humans alone couldn't crack. Let me tell you a story that gave me chills when I first heard it. In 2020, Google Health developed a deep learning system to analyze mammograms for breast cancer. The results were stunning. It matched or even beat expert radiologists, reducing false positives by 5.7% and false negatives by 9.4%. But here's the part that really matters. There was one specific case where the AI flagged a suspicious pattern that was so subtle, so tiny, that two experienced radiologists had looked at the scan and marked it as clear. When they brought in a third doctor, even after being told the AI had flagged something, it took her several minutes to spot what the AI saw. Further testing proved it. Cancer. Stage 1. Caught early enough that treatment had an excellent chance of working. Without AI, that patient would have walked out thinking everything was fine. That cancer would have grown undetected for another year, maybe more. By then, the prognosis might have been very different. This isn't about replacing doctors, it's about giving them superhuman abilities to spot patterns. The doctor still makes the final call, still treats the patient, still provides the human care and judgment. But now they have a tool that never gets tired, never has an off day, never gets distracted. Or consider this. Right now, researchers are using AI to help paralyzed people communicate. One patient who hadn't been able to speak for 15 years because of a stroke can now type at 15 words per minute, just by thinking. The AI translates their brain signals into text on a screen. Think about what that means. People who lost their voice are getting it back. That's not dystopian. That's miraculous.